Yo. Ah, hello voice. Where art thou? Now, what the hell's happening here everywhere? And why is this here happening? And is that even intended? I highly doubt it. Well, let's just say this part of the factory is the one that I'm not too proud about. Whatever. So, I picked up the chemical plants that I needed, and I think I put up all the necessary things here already. What I could use is a little bit of extra pipe. Let's pick that up. 300 units, well, it's a little bit much, but who cares? And where is it? There is it. Well, let's walk over there. So, batteries. Let's dump at least that partial stack there. The rest is something that I want to keep. Okay, how many of these bad boys? A handful. I got 100,000 concrete here. Could do something with that. Nice. That's really good to know. Back to the space assembly. And it has meteorites everywhere. So disgusting. Oh no. My locomotive is running out of fuel. And I don't have anything on me here right now. Oh look. It's slowly dying. Well, let's see. It's actually still getting quite far. I'm surprised about that. Now it's gone for good. Okay. Well, luckily, we're just sitting right next to what we need here. Oh, I should get into this thing while I refuel it. There's a good chance that this thing will just ride on. Hey, Echo Guardian, welcome to Trains. Yeah, here at Icon Gaming, you got the real noob trains. I promise, no pro gaming here. Still learning with the trains, but that's okay. Everybody learned at some point. And I mean, what I'm doing here so far does work out for me. Could it be worse? Should it be better, though? Okay, so where did I leave off yesterday? I wanted to create plastic for those circuit boards. Yeah. And we gotta do some oil refining for that. So, is that here all balanced out together? Yeah, we're actually under providing oil a little bit. Actually, not that important. I'll keep it somewhere in my logbook. So, okay, so this oil here is necessary for the fuel production there. But this is way more. These pump jacks here are producing way more than this little facility here consumes per second. So, well, the procedure will need the silicon and the glass that we produce together with the plastic. So we got the silicon here and the glass there. These miners here will go one day in the far, far future. And here's the stone tablets for later use. So somewhere around here would be quite nice for the oil refining, I'd say. So let's do this as follows. This is a nice little custom that I started to like lately. Sometimes I do like to just put the product into a box right next to the producers. So now we're just going to put up more refineries there, and then at the same height I'll put up a box for, and I put in some plastic so I know this oil is for the plastic production. I really need those little markers that help me find myself around here. Okay, so let's see. How much stuff do we need to make more stuff? I like that. Steel, hi there. Yeah, I promise, guys, I'm gonna go to space with you one day soon. I mean, I've been there already, and it sucked without the necessary buildings, so I came back to Earth to get prepared better. So we were just going to copy that. I think that's going to be the easiest way to get the job done there. So let's just cut out 5 of these bad boys and let's just put that in line. That's one of the things I love about Factorio. Once you cut your stuff down, you can start to copy past stuff from a lot of other angles from your factory, and you don't need to rebuild everything from scratch anymore. It's really good. So we need some water for that. So here's some, yeah, there. Usually I have one of these dudes here somewhere. I like to have a main line of water somewhere, a distributor line, so to say. Okay, now we got this stage. Now off to that stage. We're needing coal for that. So luckily this looks like, yeah, cool. I knew why I like this site here. We just will need to pipe off a little bit of that. So 3.8 per sec. Hope I don't overburden this belt one day too soon. Would be a pain to replace that all with a red belt, but maybe we have to do one day. But not today! Okay. And so plastic production. We need 4 of these bad boys. And there we go. I've gotta say, Krastorio is a real great mod. It feels so good. Just the right amount of... the right balance between complexity and it's easy. Really, really like that one. Okay. Because as long as you're not in space, you're playing mostly content of the Krastorio mod. To be quite honest. Okay. How many inserters? So we're going to need 1 yellow for the intake. I'm so happy that I fixed my inserters yesterday. My inserter production was broken because of changed recipes. It's been a really nasty thing. Cool. Plastics down. So now I can produce those nasty electronic components that we're going to need, that we're needing for the red circuits. So now I can't procrastinate any longer the fact that I need... Hey, why aren't you producing? The fact that I need... because I wired it wrongly up. That I need more copper. You see, I'm even procrastinating until this very moment to actually speak it out loud. I don't know. Smelting is one of my least favorite businesses in this game. I didn't connect with oil either. Smart me. Well, and I'm wondering that nothing's happening. Working with pipes is one of my absolute favorite things in Factorio. When I was new with the game, I was like, oh god, that looks so complicated. Now I'm like, it's so much fun. One of the most fun things in this game. Okay, plastic. Boom. You can always procrastinate, yeah. Somewhere lately I read that procrastination is supposed to be a sign of high intelligence. And then they gave, again, some sad excuse for that kind of behavior. And it was like, oh... This must have been written by somebody who thinks himself smart and procrastinating a lot. Okay, I'll stop being mean now, promise. So, we need 20 assemblers for electronic components. I mean, especially when I'm making jokes about procrastination, I gotta be aware of the fact that 4 fingers are pointing back on me. I'm very, very vulnerable to that topic, too. So... I mean, somewhere around here is looking good. Maybe downwards? I mean... Real question is though, is just, are we going to produce the blue chips on this side or on that side? And I'd say we're going to go over to this side. Simply because I don't want to be in this cluster here. Since it has been starting so disorganized, I'm just saying this cluster here now is roughly for smelting at it. I'll have to try to do my best here, so we're going to do this here. Okay. Stuff here has just so many different small parts. That's the big issue. Everything consists out of so many small parts that makes organizing it very difficult. So, dear glass, bad news. You're running down the wrong direction. We're going to take you that way. And I'm more than amused again to see that Factorio is one of the games that shuts down my language center like no other. So I don't know many games that are harder for me to stream while keeping the flow of speech going. It's like one of the most challenging things to do. I mean, considering how the game works, it's not surprising, but I like challenges. Okay. And the plastic's also running the wrong way. Let's take it this way. Okay. So I hope you all are finding this weekend good to you. We had a barfing kit the entire night. But he was already getting better during the day. But nevertheless, we had a pretty exhausting night. Just hope that we're not getting the same stuff too. Ugh. But we'll see about that. Let's just keep the fingers crossed, I'd say. Okay, so 20 assemblers, one direction. Yeah, let's go. Let's pack them up in clusters of 5. So, electronic components. Just wanted to make sure that I'm picking up the correct recipe. Cheer it up, hey there. Yeah, Factorio is getting me lately a lot too. Yeah, I'm still a little bit tired, but I don't know. Since he's been getting better that quickly today, I'm quite relieved, and I'm tired in that warm fuzzy way when you just know that you've taken good care of somebody. Still doesn't negate the exhaustion. Okay, so I'm running out of inserters. I can already tell. It's 10, 15, 20. No, I didn't run out of... Wow. I'm so happy that lately I discovered the Zen mode of Factorio. I don't know what's kind of switch in my brain has been flipped over. But as of lately, I don't know, this is one of the most relaxing games for me. It stopped being complicated in a good way. So 15, that's a red belt, a half of a red belt. Let's take that. It's the simplest way. Don't need to juggle around and do no nonsense stuff. It only took me 800 hours to reach Zen, to unlock Zen mode of Factorio, so don't worry, it's easy. Hello there, Timeless Watch, so happy to see you. No, I don't know, it's just like... I learned that to not put me under stress anymore. I learned to not try to fit into anybody's shoes anymore. When I started out with this game, I was a little bit too much stuck with the idea that there's a correct way of doing things. Yes, I mean, ratios and stuff, they do matter, and your output will be a lot better if you keep up ratios, but technically, you could totally poop a big pile of, you know what, about all this ratio stuff, and just add machines until there is no shortage anymore. You could do that. It would be absolutely bonkers to do that, but it is possible. You could even play this game without calculating. So, by the way, but I wouldn't recommend that. I personally think it's way better to organize things good here, but technically, Factorio has not really many wrong ways to play it. That's a wonderful thing about it. Imagine the efficiency, though. So let's talk about efficiency, my friends. Efficiencies are the nightmare of this game. Nah, just kidding. It's a very, very satisfying thing to reach a good efficiency level. So here we go. Now, I really love how much feeling of organizing this gave me. Because I had very often that problem to understand where those resource producers are headed towards to. You know? I know what I'm doing there, but for what? And why is there... Good thing that I watched. I love the Bottleneck mod. Shows you those little problems. Shows you those little problems. Okay. So... let's check out the cooking list once more. Oh, I can't procrastinate the copper smelting a little bit longer. Haha, we can cook up rare metals first. Let's do this. Okay, so if I remember correctly, I needed more sand to create chlorine. Chlorine. And we got the rare metals up there. So how many rare metals are we talking about, actually? We need 15 raw rare metals per sec. Pretty easy. Easily doable. I'll need, therefore... How can I calculate that? Do I have a tab for that already? This looks like the tab history of my browsers before I stopped saving all my browser tabs. I quit on that habit. I'm very proud of myself. My life has become very much more wholesome. So let's just add in a new tab here, and let's see. Rare metals. I just want to know how much chlorine gas I need. Enriched rare metals. Yum. Why not? I actually freaking not. So our target is 7.5. Ah, yeah, wonderful. Beautiful. So we're going to need hydrogen chloride. And here... looks like I can't calculate that easily. Oh yeah, here. Ha! It's working out. Nice. So we're needing 49 miners for that. Holy crap! Oh no! Stop wrecking my factory! Damn meteorites. Okay, at least it's not far away. I really need to put up a global defense system too. There's so many little things that need to be done here. I love space exploration mod. It's really a cool. It's really a very, very cool challenge. Am I lacking repair kits? No. Right, whatever. So, and hydrogen chloride. We'll need chlorine for that. So I think it's starting to come together. Regular chemical plants, though. Chlorine via water electrolysis. I should consider setting up some lithium production, though, because this is getting out of hand again. Well, okay, that's it, isn't it? Yeah. Well, the good news, we're going to be able to get that whole gas production down where the stone happens, and we can pipe that over to where the mining happens. So that's going to be quite easy to wire up. The bad side, 49 miners. Jeez. I don't even have that many on me, right? This game. Those dimensions, well, that small inventory. I'm just carrying around too much stuff. Hey Ash, so happy to see you, man. Welcome in the weekend, and I hope your new hardware is pleasing you. So, well, Let's head over to the headquarters and grab some gear. And I need to find out how I can get more pulverizers going. Like in a large-scale method. We need those quite much right now, and considering core mining and all, it's not gonna get less. It's not gonna get less. Yeah, it's that rare metal patch that we're going to mine out tonight. That's the one. Oh well, slowly coming together again, everything. Yeah? Slowly coming back together. Still sucks to be my old starter base, but well. At least there's more stone chunks coming together now. Like the stone economy is not that starved anymore. It's just almost starved. Well. Didn't I put up dumping stations lately here? Somewhere, yeah, there. Here we go. So, it's my stuff be gone station. Sadly, many of these things are no stuff that I want to see be gone. Most of that stuff is stuff that I actually still need. We can get rid of the wooden electric bolts, though. I really don't need those. And in no time too near. I can't get rid of the wood this way. This is actually really good, because that stuff gets back stuck in my inventory a lot. All the other things, I regularly need them. Okay. So 4 stacks of inserters. Sadly, these are numbers that aren't even too high. Especially since I'm setting up smelting. If you set up smelting, you need inserters. How many? All of them. Or in other words, how many? Yes. There's lots of different answers, but comes down to a very similar thing. And I also realized that my electric miner facility is shut down. There have been a lot of recipes changed. Same here. The burner assembly machine needs bricks, and there's for some odd reason and a malfunction here. I think at the start of the stream I noticed that malfunction there. Okay, we fixed that. So we fixed the production of assemblers. We didn't fix the production of mining machines though, which is bad because we're needing a lot of these. Not only now, but also in the near future. So I got these blue engines on track here. So why not do it like that? Oh, I don't need that one. Let's put these here on the track, and now I just need to find out some way to get those blue juicy things into the machine there. That's the hotapod. Can't configure them over corners, can we? Nope. Well, we're gonna take it the hard way. Is that even connected? Yes, it is. Brilliant. How much spaghetti do you want? All the spaghetti. There we go. It's just a mess when the recipes change. It's been a mess before, and when the recipes of your mess change, I'm happy that I was able to fix it. That's all I can say now. Oh, one piece. Nice. I haven't been in touch with One Piece for I don't know how many years. Must be, not gonna lie, a decade or so. But I had some jolly good time with that stuff. Okay, I got mining machines. I don't need belts because I produce belts up there as well. So let's get back onto the train. So let's start producing these gases we need. That went down fast. So, refined flammables, braking force, swarm safety, those are all techs that I don't feel like I need them. Nope, nope, not today. So, wonder if I'll get the blue circuits done tonight. I somehow doubt it. We still have to set up the entirety of the green circuit factory. That's gonna be in its own regard a nightmare. Well, let's not think about that yet. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. That's, for me, the big lesson about Factorio. Mastering to see only one thing at a time. Not the entire mountain of things ahead of you, just one thing at a time. So, there we go. I'll need only 6.6 units of sand. Rock. Wonderful. So... it's very narrow here, but I don't care. I really love the warehouses of Krastorio. Or I don't know if it's Krastorio unique or if these are borrowed from some different mod, but I really love them. These are, for me, such good distributor hubs. They're so good in what they do. It's just, I love it. Maybe I'm a noob, but I like it to have containers that store a lot and I can distribute out a lot. Makes organizing things a lot easier, I think. So, 4 blue inserters for the output. Wow. But we only take up a small part of that production there, don't we? Yeah. That's 14 overspill there. Let's not think too much about that. Let's just do a drop near so we don't waste anything. And we're going to drop down. Nope, not an advanced chemical plant. We're not at this age yet. We're going with crappy stuff. Electrolysis plant. I'm lacking these. There had to be something. So, steel. Steel beams, to be exact. Wow. How is the game unmodded? Also, is this game easier to get into than Amazing Confusion Simulator? So, how is the game unmodded? The game is unmodded absolutely brilliant. The only thing which I think is missing in the unmodded version are tools to give you helpful things like this here. Calculate how many machines you need of what kind to reach maximum efficiency. That's the only thing, but beyond that, I still have one save file open where I play vanilla for the sake of learning, for the sake of getting better at structuring my factories. And vanilla is great in that regard because it has way less products, so you can focus harder on the work itself. So yeah, the game's brilliant. Unmodded. And is it easier to get into than ACS? If you are willing to invest some research and some time and dedication, absolutely. This game has a much better user interface than ACS, and that's kind of an understatement. And beyond that, well, it's a completely different genre, though. You know, ACS ain't no factory game. Here, it's about producing stuff. It's a completely different genre. But if you're down with constructing a factory, this game is... I'd almost say as good as it gets, but that's unfair other developers towards too. But Factorio set up some standards in the genre, definitely. Ooh, episode 500. Wow. I think I got lost roughly around the point in the story where they really got into fighting with the samurais of the sea, when it slowly came down that these dudes are the next bigger thing they need to topple over. And I mean, the power creep was over 9,000 already, but I don't know. Nobody does the power creep as good as One Piece somehow. Because they're so damn ridiculous while doing this. It's what I love it for. So... And I also love One Piece for something which I don't see too often in Asian culture. They have a very LGBTQ blah, you know what I want to say, friendly environment there. There's a lot of transgender friendliness going on in their department there, and I really dig that. There's so few media that are doing it this well, and really enjoyed myself thoroughly there. Love those characters in the series. Really, really love those characters there. So, we got the sand for this operations. We're producing the electrolyzers. So, chemical plants, I do have these on me. I didn't put hydrogen into the equation there. So, we're going to do this like that, and... yeah, we're overproducing. I can't see it here. There we go. You play a lot of build stuff games. Then Zerikin, I am jealous as I could be, because you're in for a treat there. And I wish I could unknow this game somehow to explore it once more. It's really awesome. And it has a bandwidth of mods that make it possible to fall in love with it time and time again. Okay, so where to put up these electrolyzers? And where do we take the water from? I mean, no, where does the water run that I hatched up? Here, there's water. Should that be... frankly confused now. So, but yeah, that's the pump I installed for this ops. Ah, here, there's the. I was just wondering, but yeah, we can use this. Wonderful. Okay, so sand's running down there. Stone tablets running down there. But since I already said that I'm going to produce my circuits over here, we can use this area there. No biggie. So how huge are those electrolyzers? Not too huge. Not too huge. Wonderful. So I hope I can put this down like that. 5, 6, and 3 more. Eh. You're hitting Alt instead of Control. You're wondering why copying doesn't work. Oh, the deforestation. Bam. So. Okay, no uranium. I'm relieved. So, now we need to put up the connector bridges. And the same stuff for this side, only a little bit fancier. And I'm already running out of pipe again. Not the least little bit surprised. Ah, look. I let the belt run in the wrong direction again. My favorite pastime sport. So. Let's use those guys. Or do we? No. Since I'll need inserters on these machines. So 2 basic inserters would be enough. Let's take one. One cyan, one done. Well, most animes and mangas are time investments, as far as I know. But I gotta say, I love how deep those dudes in Asia make their stories work. Like, there's really a lot of character development going on in these series and the like, and I miss that kind of detail work sometimes in Western productions, you know. Like, sometimes I feel like every average character in your average manga story has more depth than the latest MCU movie adaptations there. I don't know. There's just so much love for detail in Asian productions. That's what I really like. Okay, we got that. Well, when you're watching animes, there's always the problem that you have to chow down the fillers. They're literally made in hell, if you ask me. Okay, we got all these. Now we're going to need a bit of that to create hydrogen chloride for the enrichment. Okay, that's a little bit uncomfortable, but I guess I don't have any choice but to pipe it over that like that. But first, speaking about pipes, let's fetch new pipes. I've been talking quite badly about my starter factory lately, but at the end of the day, I am still very, very pleased about how well it provides. Even with all the disorganization and chaos there, I still can get reliably all the stuff I need there. Pretty brilliant. Although there's too many things that I am not able to manufacture here anymore. And that's bothering me a bit. But whatever. So, where the hell is the pipe? See, that's one of the things I hate this part of the factory for. It's way too often this, where the hell is this and where the hell is that. But at least I find other things that I need in the meantime. Ah, here. Yeah, 200 elbow pipes, that's absolutely not too much. Nah. We're going into mining territory. Why the hell do I have rails on me? It's absolutely unnecessary. Yeah, that's a very good point there, Zerican. That's a very good point. Well, I don't know. We got way more. We got some fixation on the whole superhero genre. But I guess when you're stuck in Asia, you would be also saying that everybody's doing the same. I guess a lot of the hype is also just the crossover of the cultures there, for sure. So, what kind of machines will I need here? Top of that. So, chemical plants. Already got that. I'm surprised that I'm not needing any electrolysis plants or something like that. Oopsie. Filtration plants here. Or, wait a sec. Ha ha ha. Filtration plants. Dirty water. There we go. We will need that, don't we? Yeah, well, whatever. We're gonna work that out later. Okay, now let's drop down the chemical plants for that stuff already here, so we don't need to worry about that later down the road. It's an absolutely unnecessary piece of power pole here. And let's make it like that. Usually I don't do stuff like that, but this works out fine. Okay. Whoopsie. And we're going to pipe all these products together, just like here. Let's do this like that. So now onto the hot pod. We got to get that stuff over to the rare metals. Well, just a matter of lots and lots of pipe. Not much more. Luckily, we're able to do this like that this time, so we don't have to worry ourselves too much about that. So, you need a jetpack to fly. I should definitely work on my jetpack one day. And this is the reason why I knew that 200 pipes wouldn't be too much. Okay, so we're safe here to go for the way upwards. So, just pairing them together because I really like it when things are bundled up like that. I mess up organizing stuff so often. Those few times where I notice where I can't do something. Let's do this. Yeah, luckily rare metal mining isn't complicated at all. No. Not the least little bit. It's one thing worth noting here. Having rare metals and sand right next to each other is pretty good. Okay, so now we're going to need 49 miners. Let's see how well we can provide here. This is a very janky patch. This is a very, very janky patch. Jeez. So let's put that down like that, maybe. Okay. Looks like we got a working direction now. Oh, well, I can't stop myself. Completionist in me has to do this. Wow. This mineral patch is so disorganized. a sec. That's one tile too far. Pipe is much faster than conveyor belt. Yeah. Well, Ash, there's one thing that just crossed my mind. I really feel like the Eastern society, how to say, they trust their youth a little bit more to understand more complex topics, whereas here in the Western society we're often more like we're more patronizing. We're like, don't give those kids those complicated topics, they'll only ask complicated questions. That's I don't know, I feel like the Eastern culture does trust their kids a little bit more. I mean, unless it's China, then we're talking about something else there. But I feel like there's a little bit more trust for the kids understanding more complicated topics as well. So let's get down with business here. So this will just output a measly amount of 16.1 rare metals per second. Wow. Amazing. We're just going to need 11.3, so I'm going to take the extreme luxury here and we're gonna roll with yellow belt here, even though it's going to be more product than the yellow belt can transport. But since many of these mining machines will run dry extremely quickly, and we don't need the full capacity here, I don't care. Okay. We're already very good. We're already getting very close to running out of yellow belt. Very proud of myself. Okay. So now give me that chlorine. So if I remember correctly, somebody once told me that you can let pipes run in between those mining machines and they share the mining fluid with one another. Oh. You silly little power pole. This is just such a good situation for those weak power poles to shine. For some odd reason, I really love to give those weak power poles a place to live at, even in later stages of the game. So, there we go. Yeah, let's power up this entire zoo first. It's gonna make it easier to find out if the fluid spreading stuff works out as intended. Yeah, kids are understanding a lot of things. And kids are also very, how to say, bullshit resilient, you know? Well, let's see. If it works out as intended, then yeah. So we don't need to do much more than that now. We just need to cross the gap here. Yay! This is fun. And it's these little moments here in Factorio that I cherish. Like, getting all those dudes here connected up. Why aren't you working here? Oh, because the mining fluid isn't produced yet. Okay. Well, whatever. It's gonna run through sooner or later. I mean, if I remember correctly, I'm not producing enough of that green juice for all of those mining machines. But I also don't need to. I mean, right now I don't need the product of all these mining machines at once, so it doesn't matter at all. Okay. Well, is everything? Ah, yeah, of course, we have a shortage here because we have an overproduction of that stuff. Or am I mistaken here? Whoops, there. So... well, I guess I'll have to put up some venting system or something like that, but one thing at a time. Let's finish this here. And then I'll go downstairs and finish the other job. Now, we're going to need the chemical plants, where we're going to produce enriched rare metals. We're also going to have to find out how to deal with wastewater, but if I remember correctly, it wasn't that complicated. Now, we're producing dirty water. And where can I take water from? Dang. I think we should be able to snatch water from here. I mean, this whole operation does need 500. Okay, let's put up some own water production for that. It's also a little bit of a big gun, eh? But at the same time, I don't want to. Yeah, whatever. Oh, there's a, I'll have to check out those blue arrows, Ash. Thanks for the pointer. I had no clue that you can actually see it beforehand. That they work like that. So... yet another offshore pump adventure. I can't say how many of these I've already laid down here in the course of these runs. But I keep being a big fan of providing every little network its own water supply, because it doesn't hurt for real. It only keeps everything easier organized if you know that every circuit has its own water, and therefore I don't need to worry about using up somebody else's water and not knowing how much water of that one pump is being taken there, and I need to remove those cliffs. This way I can always say, like, okay, the ore enrichment here has its own pump for itself, and then I know how much I can expand there. If I start sharing that now, I end up not knowing how much water is being used up for real. I know I'm getting sidetracked here, but my inventory is chronically overburdened, and if I can free inventory space by destroying cliffs, who the hell am I to say no? I'm against the tyranny of cliffs. So, where was I going before that? Oh yeah, I was trying to spread water. But there's more cliff tyranny happening. We gotta have our priorities. So, I've noticed this cliff. It had no chance. So... whoopsie. Let's make it like that. It's gonna be the most helpful thing there. Let's do it once again manually. Okay. And there we are. 200 elbow pipes, soon to be used up. And I'm not even done yet. How do we have to work inserter-wise here? So, let's work with fast inserters. And long-handed inserters can do the output. Brilliant. Okay, fast-handed inserters do the input. And we got to pipe out that stuff, but I'd say let's do this a little bit more expensive. So what can I do with wastewater? Usage. So we can filter that for various different materials. Or we're just going to flare stack that stuff. Come on. Let's just start to flare stack that. Yes, I can increase my efficiency with that a little bit more, but we can also just put up a flare stack and get rid of it. So, how much throughput does that thing have per second? 50 per sec. How much dirty water do they produce? 33. Wonderful. Easiest way to get rid of a problem. There we go. And now we only need the furnaces. Well. That's 6 of them. And I bet this is as uninspired as it gets. Yeah, one on each side. Oh, why am I doing this to myself, actually? Yay! So, that's another big step forward, actually. The only thing that's a little bit sad is the fact that I don't have the necessary belt to transport that right now, but let's fix that. Okay. Now I only need to soup up my copper production. Is the coal patch already gone? Well, not quite. Even if I flare stack it out with stone, oh, that's good to know. Thanks for the reminder. So that's the reason why I had that complicated build up there on the other side. Because I always built them like that, and there had to be they had a reason to be behind that why I did this. Often I thought I was dumb, but actually I was smarter than me. Later. We'll have to work around with that stone. Isn't stone an ingredient for landfill here? Yep. Yeah, let's just do the simplest thing. This way, we're just going to get rid of things, and this'll take a damn long time until this is full. And even if it is ever full, then okay, we're going to empty that out once. Fine. There are worse things down there in life. Okay. Now. That's actually only one more smelter column of copper. I'd love to copy pasta this thing, but Is this really the only way of producing enriched ore? Why is it so easy for rare metals, and why is it so hard for the others? Am I growing dumb? So it's all about the wastewater processing, isn't it, huh? Yeah, it's only so complicated because I decided to do wastewater processing. I mean, how much output does that yield? 3 ore per sec. Well, ain't that horrible, huh? So, considering that this stuff eats 90 ore per second, though, I must say, yes, this is all quite nice and dandy, but on the other hand, it also clunks up the entire facility. Imagining that I could also just go with a similar setup like here, where I'll just layer stack away the dirt water and compile it in at the end of the road into landfill. I think I'm going to do this. Yeah, I do lose a little bit of ore there, but I don't know. This is so much more space efficient. It's a little bit of a thing that doesn't let me go there, you know. So we're going to need... How did I factor these things? So... That's 15 chemical plants, creating 30 enriched copper. These dudes are consuming 30 enriched copper to produce 30 plates. Okay. So each of these columns feeds into 48 furnaces. Got it. So I'll need only one of these arrays here. Okay, okay, it's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. So let's head over to our headquarters and pick up some more chemical plants, because that's actually what we're going to need. But I don't think I'm going to finish that today. Maybe tomorrow. Whoops, wrong train. Because I still need to set up the entire circuit factory, starting from the green chips. The only thing that I did for the green chips so far is providing the stone tablets. But beyond that, I still have to set up the entire thing. And that's maybe a little bit much for tonight. So, steel furnaces. We're out of bricks. And I need to grab myself some rocket fuel or something like that. This locomotive is driving rather slowly. Oh well. So, a handful of chemical plants. We need also some flare stacks. Do I mass produce flare stacks? I highly doubt it. Doesn't look like me here these days. But we'll see about that. Maybe the flare stacks had similar recipes to something back there, but no. So, we are... Are we going to need chemical factories here in this process here anywhere? Doesn't seem like we do, okay. Good. So we're going to need elbow pipe. So we always need more elbow pipe. And, well, beyond that... let's not grab those bricks here. They are rare. They are a rare good. So, flare stacks. How to... oh, well, we can produce a couple of those right now. That's good. And there are 419 accumulators lying around. Yeah, so I think there is a decent chance of... whoops. Of getting enough accumulators down to get enough accumulator charge to catch that coronal mass ejection. We need 182 gigajoule, and I already got 19 gigajoule capacity, so we'll see about that. Probably I'll need more than one assembler for the accumulators, though. It's hard to tell. But on the other hand, I don't want to bring up too many of those, because, you know, at some point I won't need more accumulators. Okay, but let's quickly fix up the production of other things there. So yeah, let's produce more flare stacks. So, needs more steel, okay. Let's pilfer that later down the road somewhere. So yeah, we're not producing any further chlorine because we're not putting that stuff wrongly. So, oh, I don't have the valves yet. So, well, basic tech cards, we need actually wood for that, okay. So I'll need 30 basic tech cards, okay. I'll hope that'll work out. Now we're doing nutty things, I know. But I don't produce these basic tech cards anymore. Because I thought I was already done with these technologies, and then the mod got expanded. So that's 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. Oh, but I can't really do this without valves, can I? So... let's cruise over to our newbie base one more time. It's always ending up like that you have to go back and forth. Because you'll keep leaving something somewhere. Well. I mean, how does stuff proceed from here? Rocket science packs, satellite telemetry, solid rocket fuel, machine learning data, chemical gel. These are things we can't do here. Made in space manufacturing, okay. Check these out at some point. So where's the lab again? There's the lab. hope that these modern labs can still process the basic cards. Nope, they can't. Pain. So now I need to craft inferior laboratories as well to get the old school tech that I'm missing. Okay, well, can't change it, I guess. But where are they? Here. Electric lab, needs burner lab, needs brick. Okay, now we're going to steal some brick here. Advanced lab, space science lab, okay. So here we go. Take that. Where's the basic tech card? Oh no, my inventory. Seriously, where's the basic tech card? Here. Go forth and science. The disco science mod? No, I don't. I read about that. You did talk about that lately, didn't you? No. And we're needing 100 of these for the Strongbox mod. Oh no. Oh well. But at least I got the valves now. That's the most important part, I'd say. Because without the valves, I go bonkers. I really don't want to be without valves anymore. Find it hard to believe that I was able to play without valves so far. But obviously I was. Okay. So with that situation resolved, still need to handcraft a ton of things here. We're also going to need a lot of steel furnaces there. And then let's think about space logistics. I mean, we're obviously going to need blue electric motors a lot too. But I mean, that's ridiculous compared to where we've been before. Allows flow when input is over 80% full. That's what I need. That's the valve I need. Yeah, I'm going to go off soon as well. Good night, Ash. I'll just wanted to finish the chunk down there for the rare metal productions before I forget that tomorrow. I can keep it that I wanted to update or upgrade my copper production next, but I am afraid that I lose that part about me needing to do something here. So I hope that one of these dudes will be enough. How much? Yeah. Okay. One of these is more than enough. So there we go. And now we'll just burn oxygen away if there's 80%, if it's 80% full. So this way there's never going to be too much in the system there. Okay, so yeah, I usually have that running for the save file, not yet. But don't you know that last thing you want to do before you go to sleep? Good night, Ash. See you soon, man. And you all that you're still hanging around, thanks for the good company, and see you all tomorrow or whenever I'll be streaming again. Have a good one and have a good start into the weekend, if that's the case in your region right now. Bye-bye.